Hi, everybody. Coach Katie here, and I'm presenting round two of my favorite swimmer, and I chose Katie Ledecky. So, the first time I heard about Katie Ledecky was back in August 2010. I was competing at sectionals in Buffalo, New York with Penn State, my college team. And while at this meet, there was a young swimmer there, only 13 years old, who was very dominant. She was winning most of the events. And one of the events that she swam was the 200 free. So you can see this was Katie. And I remember at the time swimming in this race against her. And you can see her coming in first place here and me coming in eighth. But I do remember swimming in the lane next to her in this event and just seeing her feet the entire last lap. And at the time, it was something that I thought was embarrassing or just kind of wondering who this 13-year-old was who was beating all these high school and college athletes. And then 2 years later, she broke out at the 2012 Olympics. And looking back on it now, 10 years later, this is something that I'm very proud of to have competed against her when she's one of the greatest swimmers of all time. So here are some of Katie's accomplishments over the last decade. She started her Olympic career in 2012. She was 15 years old, the youngest athlete on Team USA at the time, and she brought home gold in the 800 free. And if you look at that, if you watch videos from that race, it wasn't even close. She won by a few seconds. She was definitely the newcomer to the event and to the team. So this was just really an exciting breakout swim for her. And then she continued to be dominant in the freestyle events and the distance events over the next 4 years. And in 2016, she brought home 4 gold medals, and then a silver in the 400 free relay. And she's also currently the world record holder in the 400, 800, and 1500 meter free. Katie also competed at Stanford University, and the first 2 years she was on the team, they brought home back-to-back national championships. They've continued to dominate in swimming nationally for the past couple of years. She has 8 NCAA titles individually and as part of relays, and she holds 5 NCAA records. So Katie went pro after her sophomore year, so she still trains there, but no longer competes for the collegiately. And this is just a snapshot of her accomplishments. She has so many more records, so many more amazing swims, so many more championships. These are just really the highlights. So here are some words to describe Katie. She is hardworking. She is motivated. She is humble. If you watch interviews of her or you read articles about her, she's very quick to always find something that she can improve on. She often says that she's not satisfied with her races. She wants more. She's always hungry for the next thing. And she says it in a way that just shows that she wants to work harder. She wants to get better. And most of the time in her races, she's lapping people in short course and she's winning by half a lap in long course. So she's really racing the clock and not always the person in the lane next to her, which is very mentally tough. So to be that great and that big of a star, you have to be hardworking, you have to be motivated, and you have to be humble. It's a really big part of who she is. She's also a great teammate. She loves being a part of a team. She always swims her best for relays. She often credits her teammates with bringing her up when she's down and pushing her to be the best she can be. And she's someone who made distance swimming exciting to watch. Like now in the Olympics, people want to see Katie swim. They tune into those distance events to see her. And that's something that just hasn't always been the case. So she's really put distance swimming on the map. So what's next for Katie? She went pro in 2018, but she's continuing her classes at Stanford, majoring in psychology. She's training with the team there and the head coach there to prepare for the 2021 Olympics. So we should look to see her in her normal freestyle lineup, 200, 400, 800. And in the next Olympics, the women will have the 1500. So we can look for her there as well as part of relays, I'm sure. And hopefully she'll bring home some more gold medals. So I'm going to conclude with Katie's touch with greatness at a young age. So she posted the video on your left on her Instagram and Twitter the other week. This clip came out of Michael Jordan playing with her at a basketball game as part of his documentary that's coming out right now. And then on the right is her getting an autograph from Michael Phelps when she was young, like maybe 9 years old. And then they kind of made a fun reverse of the picture after the Rio Olympics. So you can see she's been around greatness from a young age, and now she is one of the greats. So I hope you enjoyed learning about Katie. I hope you're inspired by her, and you should check out some of her races online. Bye, everybody.